use. And it turns out C is the one going on the absolute monster run of a lifetime. Could it possibly be?
And as we're getting into the beginning of this game, that's, something I want to touch on. I expected to see Kaina up in this top 4, and it literally has been since Lores was sent down to elimination side. 3-0'd Kaina, 3-0'd Kaito. And then he's going to be going up against Lores soon. I mean, you think about who can beat Use, and the first name in my brain is Kaina.
Right.
Right now, it's Lores, because he is playing really, really scary. But we are going to settle into game number 1 here. As we said, Use going up against C. Small World's End.
And I'm wondering, it looks like they played at a couple community events. Actually, last month, C was able to get a game off of Use, which is encouraging, right? I mean, this has got to be the performance of C's year. I mean, very early on, but probably of career as well.
He's definitely having a good day.
That's right. Let's see what happens here, though. I mean, Use, of course, world champion. On the Greatsword, we had talked about how potent of a weapon that is in the first place, so I don't expect Use to be playing too far off of what we consider his norm at this point.
But now this is South American Greatsword.
That's true.
And
That's
that
true.
is different.
That's true. Okay, quick 3-piece, though,
Very
and
nice.
that is enough to do it. First strike going over to Use. I'm going to ask the question again, who can stop him?
But he was fighting back from a deficit and was still able to bring it back and be able to secure that first stock. Oh, he tried to go ahead and get the starve out, but the weapon toss is going to go ahead and come down, hit C in the head.
That's
Little
enough.
recovery
That's
off the Katars is going to be enough to get the job done and going to go ahead and even up the stocks.
Okay, Greatsword primed up once again. Okay, I like this from C. Wow, wait, hang on. Let him cook.
Just doing a Surrey things. The back-to-back neutral sig and hit twice, trying to go for the third one. Could not get the trifecta, though.
Yeah, and this was a matchup that we had talked about earlier today in the Europe bracket, Slow-Mo, is I think weapon-wise, I really was curious on how Katars and Greatsword just matched up at a high level like this, right? Because you can kind of dominate the skies, dominate the dodge reads, but Greatsword does something similar starting on the ground. So, want to see how this one pans out. That was a disarm from C, so still playing with a pretty big disadvantage now as he uses clawed this one right back.
Yeah, he's now that he's got C in knockout range, now he's looking for those guaranteed knockouts, the D-Light into recovery. Being able to get those easier knockout options off the regular sword before he swats back over to
Yeah,
Greatsword.
I mean, you saw it right there, right? Like, Use just immediately going for recovery, knowing literally anything in the repertoire of moves at that point would have found the KO, and it did. So Use maintaining the lead at 1 stock.
Yeah. C doing a really good job keeping it close, though. We're just going to stare off in neutral
Dude,
here.
that weight was so sick. Okay. That's world champ difference. It is.
Yeah.
It just is. But C, trying to make this a battle.
Side neutral light, sidelight into neutral light, and then came back and hit another neutral light, racking up good damage against C here.
Okay, yeah, this is the thing with Katars, though, right? Especially once you get to the red range, you have to convert on a player as good as Use. Not able to get that stock might just be the difference maker for game number 1 as this game slowly starts slipping away. This is off stage, forces the jump early. Recovery tries to cover that from Use.
Nice.
Well thought out, but it does not even matter. He's covering every single move in the playbook. Use on the board with 1.
Yeah, especially having that dare off the sword. It has so much force off of it. Going to be more than enough to send C down to the blast zone. And as we take a look at these replays of Use doing what he does on the Greatsword, he is going to go up 1-0 against C.
Yeah, and this was so beautiful, right? Like early jump from the weapon toss. Even though going under was a good idea from C, I mean, Use had it scouted out from a mile away.
For sure, for sure. All right. We're going to see some Lin Fei come into play here. A little cannon mix things up. Could be very interesting. Another good string weapon.
This one I'm interested in, right? Because the cannon can do a lot of horizontal KO options. Once again, predicated on finding dodges, making sure you catch opponents slipping, mashing in disadvantage. See what happens, right? Because the thing about Use in that first game was it really didn't look like C had a lot of opportunities to find those first openings. That one big string off of a couple gravity cancels comes to mind, but that was about it. And it's just a stock. Why is it just a stock?
Not quite clean, but no, that was a clean stock. Oh, man. Okay. Very nice. Getting that great string, if I can use words here today.
Yeah, and just launching in right now is C. Use playing back, playing patient, Really, really clean start. Super healthy on this first stock as well. Plenty of leeway.
He's continuing to get that bonus damage in, continue to extend that lead. Oh, Nair coming up, tried to hit him with the recovery. Couldn't find anything though, but there we go. Going to catch him with the
This is what you need though. This is I think this is good from C, right? Because you find the stock right there, really, really clean, right? And we saw Use kind of panic dodge in the moment. I think it's the correct decision to go for, especially when you're first seeing the cannon represented against you.
Little one-times with a great sword. Find an opening here.
Caught again. Okay, we see that. Use dodging up.
He's trying to find the rhythm off that string and read the dodge from Use. He just hasn't quite got it dialed in yet, but Use has given him plenty of opportunity, plenty of chances to figure it out and get it right. Ooh, couldn't get the landing. Use going back to work on Greatsword.
Okay, with punish is
big
huge.
side
Nice,
sig,
nice.
gonna go ahead and clear the stage.
Okay, can C get one? Ground pound just barely misses. Forces the dodge out from Use, but it's burned. So let's see what happens.
Back on stage. Fighting back on arms, sword in hand, reaching up with the Nair, but whiffs. Able to catch landing though, and again with the dare, brother.
He's just the world champ.
No,
he's just the world champ.
Nothing.
That's all. Full stop.
Back-to-back two-time.
He's the two-time.
He's the two-time.
Oh my gosh! I mean, that was exactly the same setup that won him game number 1. As I say, it's C able to equalize this one at 1 apiece. I think the Legend Swap has been doing really well for him so far.
And the equalize is the key word there, because this is about as even as it can get right here coming into this final stock. Playing footsies in the air a little bit.
All right, Use able to touch down on that soft platform for just a moment. Gravity cancel is a huge whiff. Use just remixing with the weapon throw in between. C trying to gravity cancel through once again. No space to be able to follow this one up though. Okay, playing the air to air. C now off stage. What's the mix up?
Hold your ground with the neutralite. This is still winnable for both these players.
Once again, I think Use is just thoroughly caught on to C dashing through at this point, right? Like the weights and then just going for side lights as soon as C crosses over that line has just been so on point. That's 3 or 4 now that have punished C really significantly. Can we get the stock here though? No exhaustive recovery off the top.
Keeping it super close though. Oh, that was so risky. Recovery gonna take Use up. Weapon throw to the face. Another Nair. Another one will get the job done. He's looking for it, can't find it. Finds his way back down the stage.
C
has
needs
the
this
weapon
game.
in his hand.
C needs this game now, right?
Against
someone of Use caliber.
It's
got it. Okay, 1-1. C on the board. Slow-mo. This is a huge win.
That is very interesting, making everything tied up going into game number 3. Man, being able to bring back some of that momentum away from Use, especially when he was playing the way he was through that whole game. You saw there he had a full stock advantage through the majority of that game. Somehow, some way, C getting it done with the Lin Fei and tying the set back up. Very, very impressive.
Yeah, I think the change to the Lin Fei was, I mean, obviously it won C the game, right? But I think for a lot of micro reasons, it was quite good. We talked about catching dodges, catching Use in these positions that are a little bit predictable, and when you're on the cannon, that results in full stocks.
I just worry that it doesn't work 2 games in a row.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens over here. Use already off to the races, though.
Just like
that might be that was close to a whole stock. That's insane.
I'm in deja vu. Like, it's got to be deja vu right now. Can he get the clean stock again? No. C gonna come in, get the side light, put up the very tiniest bit of damage with those guitars.
Threw it away, though.
Yeah.
Now waiting for the small. Okay, gravity cancel D-Light unarmed is just going to get super punished from you by Use. Recovery, not enough.
Yeah, not enough to take him off that side of Miami Dome.
Yeah, but this is just anything again. And again, deja vu, Groundhog Day, whatever you want to call it. I mean, C already down practically an entire full stock. Just that light beige color on Use for the first one. But here comes the dodge read. Chase dodge up was really good coverage, but Use once again scrapes out.
Catches that landing too as C comes back up on stage. Doing a great job of staying out of those cannon aerials. Ooh, just the step back to get out of the way, chasing him down.
Oh, yeah.
Great movement from both these players right now. C gonna catch him with the Sayer. Oh.
Okay, barely missed space. Lets it rock.
Up.
Oh, okay. I mean, I respect it, right? You're down a stock. You need something. Okay, chase dodge forward again. That's like 2 or 3 in a row from C that haven't quite panned out the way they want that. And slowly but surely, Use is extending this lead, even if he loses the stock.
C needs this knockout so badly, like right now. and he's not going to get it. He's going to go down too.
Oh, it could've
Hughes
been, it
couldn't
could've
catch
been.
it. Couldn't catch the nair up in the sky. C is going to get the reversal off the recovery, but not enough to get the knockout. Puts Hughes in a position over here. Can he find his way back to stage, or is C going to stop it? No, does not get the landing. The dare is going to go ahead and connect into recovery, sending Hughes out of here, but C is so close to being on his final stock.
Oh yeah, C is really, really worse for wear on this one. I mean, if Hughes picks up a weapon, it just could be curtains. That's going to be the advantage he needs to find Sword. It's just recovery away.
Can he get it dialed in, though? C's making it very difficult to get in close when he has
that one
that
didn't
cannon in
KO,
his
okay.
hand. Another pickup. Couldn't get the second hit, though.
Okay.
Oh, you just lets him walk right back up on stage.
Yeah, I was wondering if maybe we start seeing the edge wall slip come into play, but C a little bit too respecting of Hughes.
With good reason, though.
The setup is crazy from C. I mean, that's brutally aggressive to go for unarmed as well. Gonna lose the stock, but I mean, again, if you're C, you got to be making plays like that to try to close this gap.
He was able to get it done last game. I mean, he was down at full stock for the majority of it.
I'm nervous about this greatsword though, Slow-Mo. I mean, we have seen this win champions twice actually.
Yeah.
But Hughes, I mean, already creating so much damage, trying to get the bridge come through off the slide off. Not going to get too much more after that. Oh my gosh, even winning the air-to-air battle unarmed is insane.
And just having the confidence to stay with him up in the air. There we go, dialing back down. Going to stay grounded on the regular swords, staying right over the Sayer from C.
Okay, whiff punish.
Big recovery, but not enough.
Yeah,
Can
but
we
you
get the reversal?
gotta go all the way out there if you're C, right? Like, you need that stock right now.
I mean, even so, it's just such a deficit at this point. Hughes got it dialed in, could not catch him off the edge guard. Easily going to punish that signature, send him up to the blast zone, and Hughes with the 2-stock advantage going to get the dub.
Yeah, I think we got part of the answer to your question that you presented at the start of the game, Slow-Mo. Fool me once, you know, whatever. Shame on me. Fool me twice, I'm Hughes. I don't know if it'll work again.
Literally almost double the damage output between Hughes and C on that game. Hughes was absolutely a shark in the water, looking for those knockouts, found it, got it done, and now he is up with a 1-game advantage, and we're going to see a core come out.
That's really interesting to me because I think even if you just look at purely the numbers from the last game, C did over 400 damage with the cannon. Everything else under 100. 73, actually combined, yeah, 73 and 36 for Katarzyna unarmed. The cannon was a huge difference maker there. I mean, it was a 2-stock, granted.
The only reason why he switched over to Lin Fei was to try that cannon, and it did not get the job done. So it was definitely a go next and trying something else. I mean, this is a desperation pick if I've ever seen one, trying to stay alive in this set. And maybe the hammer and gauntlets for core will get the job done, but right now Hughes is literally juggling him in the air.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say that Hughes isn't familiar with playing against a really good hammer player in South America. So, you know, it could be a tough one for sure. Let's see what C can bring to the table here, though. Already disarmed, already in red, picks up the gauntlets, tries to get a little bit of moxie coming through, but of course, the conversion into recovery on the sword will find first strike. And once again, 3 games now used, incredibly healthy on this first stock.
Yeah, he's looking bit. We've seen this every single game in this set, and you know, 2 out of 3 times it has worked in his favor. But now we're seeing C settle down. He's got the hammer in hand. See if he's going to be able to do anything with it at all. Hughes defending his ground on stage. Ooh, this game of footsies here, we're seeing a neutral. Both these guys being very respectful of the other. But Hughes gonna let the string fly, and the stock is just gone.
Hughes is literally saying, don't you know who I am? Do you know who I am, the world champion?
He's the 2-time.
I am the world champion. Maybe you're not familiar, C. Let's see, off stage though. This could be a disaster already. C definitely has their work cut out for them, but already 3-piece from Hughes. I mean, another follow-up again. No. We had seen that cross-up attempt from C on a multitude of different characters over the course of this set as well. Hughes is clued into it every single time.
Nah, he is dialed in. You know, it's like a shark in the water. I hear the Jaws music in my ear right now.
Oh my God, clip him!
He's piecing him up, bro. Coming down. Oh, Sarah's gonna hit. Staying out of the way of the signature. Okay, stomp Sarah.
Old reliable, but I mean, how many stomp Sarahs does it take to get to use his first stock? I really don't know.
Okay.
Looks like that one will do.
No 3-stock today, sir. He at least stopped that from happening a bit. Just a swift breeze is going to take him out of Small World's End here.
Yeah, and I mean, you need a plethora of Stomp Sares at this point to be able to make a comeback against a player of Yu's caliber, especially just considering the health and number of stocks that he has.
Okay.
Swing and a miss. That recovery is going to do it. And the 3-1 victory from Yu's The Inevitable means he will be advancing to grand finals of this South American bracket.
He certainly is. Once Hughes got it figured out and got the download, it got pretty brutal there towards the end. Hughes doing what he does. I mean, we said it time and time again. He is